All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Appreciate you tuning in. Today, going to be talking about the Sebastian Rogers case and just some what ifs. And at the end of the video, I'm talking about a very special gift that Mother Nature has given us in the Sebastian Rogers case. So, again, thank you guys for tuning in. Let's jump into it. So, here recently, I've heard a lot about Chris and Katie kind of withdrawing from people and interviews and social media altogether. Almost like they're kind of laying low and just, it's just they're laying low. So, and I want to talk about that, guys, because a lot of people's like, where's Chris and Katie at? Are they still not publicly going to try to advocate, or have they even been advocating for Sebastian's return? So I want to talk about that. So this is just a big if, what if scenario, okay, guys? So Chris and Katie apparently have kind of withdrawn from the public, not talking to anybody. I don't even know if they still have a PI. But if things progress to where they are now, to Chris and Katie hiring an attorney, retaining an attorney, more specifically a defense attorney, how will that affect the outcome of the investigation or overall justice for Sebastian Rogers? And this is just a big, what if scenario. And let me throw the thing out there, everybody's innocent until proven guilty. So, if things progress and, we all know that Chris and Katie are quiet right now, kind of like laying under the radar, just keeping to themselves. Now, if things progress from where it is now, if we find out later, hey, they've retained an attorney, again, more specifically, maybe a defense attorney, that will tell you a lot about maybe where this investigation is going, right? So if we see anybody associated with this case retaining a defense attorney, that pretty much will guarantee you which way the direction of this investigation is going, But the sad thing is, once that happens, more than likely, because if you pay for representation, it's not like you're getting, the bottom feeders like public defenders. And nothing wrong with public defenders or anything like that. I mean, you got to start somewhere. But I mean, it's just, and I'm not saying I should rephrase that. I shouldn't talk about public defenders that way. There's a lot of good public defenders, but I just feel like public defenders can't give you the type of representation that you need if you pay for one. It's kind of like, in the attorney world, you kind of get what you pay for. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's the way I feel. I mean, you don't want to, let's say, if you think the police are looking at you for possible murder charges, you wouldn't want to go out and hire an ambulance chasing attorney for, $5,000. You know what I mean? You just don't want to go out and throw $5,000 at an attorney that mainly does personal injury stuff. no, you want to drop at least $25,000 for a damn good defense attorney. That's what you want to do. You know what I mean? But the problem is when you do that, when people do that, it really throws a monkey wrench into, if the investigation is still ongoing. Okay, it throws a monkey wrench into that. It throws a monkey wrench into the whole legal process, prosecution, and all that stuff. And that's where I'm going at with this. That's where my mindset is going with this, with the Sebastian Rogers case. I do feel in my heart that there's something wrong here and that it is criminal. And the more police get closer to a possible arrest, I feel like the suspect or suspects are going to know that and possibly retain good representation. And I'm just afraid of what that will do to the, to the active investigation into finding Sebastian, or the overall justice, getting justice for Sebastian. That's what I'm afraid of, guys. And I believe, don't quote me on this, but I believe that's kind of what we're seeing in the Barry Morphew case, with Barry Morphew, the Suzanne Summers. Why did I say that? Suzanne, you know who I'm thinking about. Three's Company. Suzanne Morphew case. I have no idea why Suzanne Summers be on my brain, but yeah, it's just with Barry Morphew having a lot of assets, access to a lot of liquidity. It may be tough going for the prosecution, even though they did find Suzanne's remains. It may be tough going for the prosecution, knowing that Barry has access to a lot of assets for great representation. You know what I mean? So, just, that's where my mindset and everything's going, and just wanted to throw out some points. A lot of you guys may be like, damn, Don, that's a good point. Never thought about that. So, just wanted to throw that out there. Now, let's talk about the it's a great gift, I believe, that Mother Nature has given us right now in the Sebastian Rogers case. But overall, it's not so great for the city of Nashville and surrounding area. Nashville, Sumner County, the surrounding area up there, they have recently, this weekend, been inundated with, a lot of flooding. So a lot of flooding. A lot of the creeks have flooded. I think the Cumberland River rose up 28 feet or something like that. Anyway, in my opinion, that is a great gift when it comes to searching for someone that's missing. You've seen it in the Summer Wells case. I think also that we may see, after the waters start receding, we may see police go out in certain areas and maybe search for clues or any evidence or anything like that, just whatever. They may hit some targeted areas once the waters recede, because you never know after it floods what's going to be exposed. Okay. I mean, you could go down a creek near Sebastian's home. You may go down that creek. You may have went down that creek maybe for a mile and a half when he first went missing. Didn't see anything. You may go back a mile and a half down that same creek now after it flooded and the waters have receded and go, holy crap. Hey guys, come over here. Look at this. We need to look at this. Another good point. And we've seen it in the Summer Wells case. We've seen them go out there after a flood had hit, and I believe I can't think of that road that they went down. Anyway, there were some pictures taken of probably cadaver dogs near a bridge and a creek down from Summer's house. I cannot think of the road right now for the life of me. But it wouldn't surprise me if police, if we don't see police go back out and do some targeted searches after the waters recede. But again, it don't have to be police. I mean, we've seen numerous people out there searching for Sebastian. You know, Silver's on the scene. Many people, divers, people that do search and rescue, that specifically focus on waterways, just search and rescue people in general. Because I mean, you're not really, like if it's a creek, you're not really going to need a raft to search a creek. Put you on some, you know, some waders, go down that creek meticulously. You never know what you're going to find, guys. You never know. But right now, I believe Mother Nature has given whoever wants to go out there and search, I think Mother Nature has given these people a great opportunity to hit these creeks and these waterways to see if anything turns up. That's what I think. Other than that, though, it's not been a real good situation for Nashville and the surrounding areas, because they have seen some pretty devastating floods. Anyway, guys, that's pretty much all I got for you. Just wanted to get on here and, you know, kind of tell you what's been on my mind. Do the what if scenario with Chris and Katie, or whoever police may be looking at in the Sebastian Rogers investigation. You know, what if this person or people end up hiring some pretty good representation? I mean, what's that going to do with the investigation and the overall justice for there I went, guys, thinking of Gannon Stout. What's that going to do for Sebastian Rogers, guys? What's that going to do for him? Anyway, let me know your thoughts and comments below. Appreciate you for tuning in, and I'll see you guys on the next video.